Do you ever find yourself busier than you want to be? Do you ever feel as if you need more time for rest and recreation? When I start getting too busy, I really like to get away for the weekend, to simplify my life and slow down, to set aside all of that busyness. And when I get back, I always feel refreshed. But I can't actually get away every weekend. So I began wondering, what if I didn't have to wait? What if I could take a break every day? I wrote this book to share what I've been learning and to encourage others who might be seeking rest and recreation. It's called Sacred Pauses, and it's about spiritual practices for personal renewal. Like choosing to turn off the radio when you're driving in your car and just driving in silence, or turning off your phone when you're in the coffee shop so you can focus on reading scripture, closing the door so you can have 5 minutes alone, taking a moment to pray before going on to the next thing. There are many different spiritual practices, some more classic disciplines and other newer variations. What they all have in common is the capacity to refresh and renew us as we allow God to work in our lives. These are sacred pauses because they're an intentional way of creating space in my life, a deliberate way of connecting with myself and with God. Now I don't have to wait for the weekend, and I don't have to rush myself ragged before I take a break, and all I can do is rest. Instead, I'm learning to take sacred pauses every day. Scripture tells the story of Elijah, who tried to run away from the stress in his life until he stopped and listened for the voice of God. Mary took the time to listen to Jesus instead of being anxious and distracted by all the demands of a busy household. Jesus himself took time alone from the crowds to pray. What do sacred pauses look like in your life? Are there some practices that you find meaningful? Are there some things that hold you back? I invite you to join me in finding sacred pauses, to be more at peace with yourself and with God, and to find a healthier rhythm in your daily life.